Among the human tendencies, the most pronounced is the conception of time and space in linear terms. The human beast is chained to that which is born and progresses unto death, and so in arrogance assumes the same of all things. Think not that the timeless self was created, nor that it shall ever fade from being. That which was in the beginning remains now, and shall ever be, world without end. Say not that the human soul progresses toward its destined end in heaven's fields. Such is a profane folly. The human soul may just as well be said to trace its path back and return to the place from whence it came. The question, from whence have you come, and whither are you going, is no mere inquiry into the happenstance of geography or time. It is a profound riddle, for whither the human soul arises, and whither it goes, are not in any way distinguishable. Thus and thus it is revealed to them. From the Book of Hosea, 12th chapter, 8th jewel. Greetings from the unseen council. We have at this time authorized our messenger to speak to you a second time. Unto the sojourners in the Kali Yuga, we bid him speak. Ever have we been known unto those of the earth. 12 is our number, and 13 our prophet, who must live and die by our hand. Unseen, we are history's silent authors. Among the children of the light, we have been known by many appellations. As the pilgrim sons of Jacob we wandered, each in his divine starry house, though without tent in the land of Egypt, the meaning of which shall shortly be given. As the 12 Olympians, we guided the able hands of skilled empire builders in the boundless glory of their youth, long before the seeds of corruption, discord, and base selfishness undid their labors. As the 12 at the dawn of the Piscean era, we bid rise the Nazarene, our chosen at that concourse. 12 tribes, 12 houses, 12 who are called majestic. Ever have we watched from behind the running ink of history's page, to keep true your course and light the way for you home. You may know us by many names, as secret chiefs, hidden masters, or teachers unseen. In your outlandish fantasies, you ascribe to us titles of disrepute and project upon our workings your own insidious desires. Regardless of your perception, we now wish to speak to you as friends and brothers on the path. Between us and you, there is no veil. You may adore us. You may revile us. This is of your own choosing and in accordance with the law of free will. We make no judgment of that choice. Though ever active in your affairs, at the dawn of each era, it is lawfully deigned that we must step forward and present to you a choice, whether to take our hand and step forward on the path, or regress into your animal state. Know that this choice is perilous, and requires the good will of men and women the world over. Know that as the peril is, so too is the opportunity. Hence, we would speak to you now as friends, and bid you listen and speak with us in turn. lest the distractions of titles and personal histories mar your assessment of the opportunity at hand. To do so, we ask only this: that you put aside momentarily your vain bigotries, your ill-founded notions of bad intent, and hear for the moment only the wisdom of which we speak. Truly, you may reject us fully, and revile us unto the end of time. It is of little consequence, though we would offer you our aid. Nevertheless, the wisdom is eternal and immutable, and exists independent of the temporary personalities that now convey it to you. In the West, the notion of the guru has become distorted. You become far too fixated on the externals of this or that teacher, and so fall into the trap of personality cults. Let us then mention for your edification that the guru is simply that in which you experience a moment of recognition of what may be termed the divine. Often, this is a person who manifests for you those divine qualities which you seek to grow within yourself. However, it need not be a person or external teacher. This tree is the guru. That rock beside you, that is the guru. In the moments of these dialogues, we will aspire to be for a few fleeting minutes as a light to you. Yet, know that you also are the guru. And in those moments when you shine forth your divinity, we look upon you with the love and admiration with which many a student invests the greatest of teachers. We request then that you suspend your judgment of the Council for the purpose of these dialogues only. Cleave not to us as personalities, nor reject us as the same. Rather, we ask that you would hold an open mind to the mysteries we intend to unfold, and then test them within the laboratory of your own being. If our words ring hollow in your ears, or you deign them the ramblings of fools, or empty teachings put forth for personal gain, cosmic law compels you to utterly reject that of which we speak. To accept a falsehood is a crime against your very being, and one not easily atoned for. Should your open-mindedness lead you to conclude our words are vain, then you may, at the very least, celebrate the attainment of a greater discernment, which will serve you well in the coming days. If, however, you find a glimmer of truth in our words, then cosmic law demands that you act upon it. To know a truth without acting upon it is a supreme act of blasphemy, and a far greater karmic danger than simple ignorance. If you would behold the treasure house of the world, and stand beside us on the highest peaks of your being, you must take utter responsibility for your state and life actions. If you choose to proceed in the ensuing dialogue, and so increase your knowledge, know that you do not set forth on an idle journey of mere curiosity. The demands of you will be great, the responsibility greater, the peril to your being greatest of all. For karma is accelerated for those who know much. By way of demonstration, we would remind you that for us who sit upon this august body, a single misdirected decision will cost us not only our office, but our very souls and being. We put on you no such burden, but that which you are prepared to bear under your own free will and according to your capacity for attainment. In the days to come, we will speak to you of many things, woven together to portray for you the cosmic drama that now unfolds. We invite you to listen and to speak to us as well, both here and in the secret chambers of your being. We have been given permission to use the means given at this time in history to convey our words and thoughts to you. Often we will be driven to metaphor and approximation, for the chalice of human language cannot hold the totality of the mysteries we wish to share. Yet know that as the veil becomes thinner and our communications more frequent, you and we shall speak within the deeper and hidden places of the heart, using a language to which words are not able to compare. We are using you as a seed population to receive a portion of that which we are compelled to speak. Know that this information will also be given through myriad other modes of communication, ranging from simple conversation to the deliberate placement of this message within the mass media. You stand at a momentous time in both your personal history and that of the world. We bid thee understand more perfectly now why you are here, this planet's history and fate, and the pathway you must travel to return home. In the light which never dies, we speak to you as the Council of XII, under the authority of the Supreme Mother Lodge.